Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with AC Milan. Bumper episode today, final episode of the season. 3 fixtures going to be played today across 2 in-game weeks. We're at home to Bologna today. Title rivals Lazio and Juventus both play each other in the quarter-to-9 kickoff. Napoli also have moved above us with a 4-0 win over Pescara. Of course, if we win here against Bologna, we do take pole position in the league once again ahead of that Lazio-Juve game, and a draw in that Lazio-Juve game will actually leave us top of the pile as long as we beat Bologna here. Easier said than done. In 3 games we've only managed it once so far against them. So let's dive in. Locatelli can't play today, so it's as simple as bringing Frank Kessie into that position. Annoys me that he doesn't just pop to box as soon as he's in any central midfield position. And Locatelli's off the bench. Nobody can replace him on it, sadly. So Donnarumma, Calabria, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Barreca, Kessie, Çalhanoğlu, Biglia, Chiesa, Sane and Silva. 4-1-4-1, which is what a lot of teams have been playing against us recently. A team such as ours should be winning this without any trouble. Courage, so we're in the last 3 games, 9 points from 9 is an absolute must, and we've still barely sold out half. We haven't even sold half of the stadium today. Actually, it's 39,000 or so out of 80,000 are at this game. Piss poor showing, frankly, from the fans. Çalhanoğlu in, Silva down, Sane to Biglia, bang, 1-0, top of the table. Praise be. We really need Juve to drop points against Lazio, actually. Juve's run-in after they play Lazio is pretty easy, I think. A draw, obviously the perfect result in that game. But a Juventus winning that game, and I feel that they've pretty much secured the title. I actually don't know what Lazio's running is like, so I'd have to take a little look at that to decide whether I want them to actually win. As Biglia finds Sane now. Sane got an overlap from Barreca there. If he wants to use it, he doesn't. He goes himself. Poor cross. Comes back to Çalhanoğlu. I thought that was just heading top corner there for a second. It goes wide. It remains only the 1-0. Chiesa and Silva have been pretty poor today, actually. We need them to be on the money if we're going to win these last 3 games. Of course, Roma at home. You'd expect with home advantage that we should be able to win that one, but it's a tough game against Roma. I don't know if we've ever beaten them, actually. Maybe we've beaten them once. Assertively, guard against complacency. We need to make sure we don't end up screwing this up here. We only have one goal to our name today. Of course, if Bologna were to then score, it would knock us back down off the top. Come on guys, step up. Here we go, corner, Çalhanoğlu. In, easy away. Back to Kessie. Çalhanoğlu's there again for you, Kessie. Goes to Biglia. Bonucci and Kessie on each other's road. Breaks to Biglia. I don't like the looks of this, it's too congested. Finds Silva well, back to Biglia. Smashes one. Off the post, off Morante, and then cleared behind. That was a bit messy in there. We almost get in each other's road there. Çalhanoğlu in, and again, easily away by Helander, the same guy who just nodded away the last corner from Çalhanoğlu. Our only saving grace so far today is the fact that Bologna have created nothing of their own, as Morante clears this long, looking to change that towards Di Francesco. Away by Barreca. Sane now. Come on, get forward, Sane. Just roast him. There you go, keep going. Oh, plays it into the middle. Good ball to Kessie. Oh, come on, Akers out on the right there. Chiesa has to put a good ball in here. Puts it in. It's easily cleared away though. Pizzella hits it forward to Destro. Counters on. I'm not happy with Chiesa for that. Wasted the ball. Tie there now. Thankfully doesn't have many forward options. Has to go back the way. Venuti, Helander, Di Maio. Poor touch. Silva's in. Come on, Silva, please. Oh, and Morante with a great save. It honestly annoys me how often strikers miss those chances. As it's in, it's headed away, Kessie again. Right, nothing's going to happen here. Hurry up, just get to the end of the highlight. Like long ball from Nagy, and Donnarumma easily collects. 20 minutes left to go. We still don't have that safety goal. 15 minutes, we still don't have the safety goal. Çalhanoğlu now. I'm a bit worried we're going to get caught in the counter. Is that another red card? It is another red card. Red cards are plenty in our recent games. Bologna now down to 10 men. But the ultimate kick in the teeth if they then go and score their goal now. Kessie deflected, post. Make some changes. Matteo Darmian replacing Calabria with the first change. Waste a little bit of time with that one. As we go into the last 10, we will then bring on Bugeli for Silva, who's been really poor today. The young man is due to open his account any day now. We just tell him to tighten up for the last couple of minutes. 4 added on minutes to be precise. And it is a boring as hell 1-0 win. But you know what? At this point in the season, chasing down the title, we just need the points. We just need the points. And we've got the 3 of them here. Good win, boys, I suppose. I'm not going to tell them we got away with that or anything. I'm not going to criticise the performance. As long as we win, I'm going to tell them it's good enough. Cotroni has really been poor recently, actually. Training well, coming along okay as a player. But most of his 11 goals that he has came earlier on in the season. Fiorentina beat Cagliari. Novara actually managed to get a win against Atalanta. Good for them. And it's now Torino-Roma time. Roma win. Oh god, Roma are going to be in good form when they come to San Siro, aren't they? Lazio-Juve now. Come on the draw. Come on, 2-0 Juve. I think Juve have won the title. They're at home to Udinese and away to Spezia. Yeah, they're going to win the title. Well, that is really disappointing, but you know what? They beat Lazio away from home there. They probably deserve the title off the back of that. You never know. You never know. They could go away to Spezia and get beat, but I can't see it. Or Udinese could go to Juventus Stadium and get something. Again, I can't see it, but who knows? Who knows? Let's just play it out and see what happens. Bilia's injured. Nice. Should be back in time to play Pescara though on the 19th. Pescara who are 9th. Çalhanoğlu's injured 5 to 6 weeks. He is out for the rest of the season. Thank God it coincides with Bonaventura coming back. Now it's basically just the games. Nothing's going to be happening in between. We're just playing these games, of course, Pescara and then Roma. Of course, we still have to make sure we finish second, even if we don't think Juve are going to drop any more points this season. We still have to make sure we don't either, and that we stay ahead of everybody else in the league. Last thing we need is to screw up these last 2 games, wind up 4th and not get Champions League football next year. That would be an absolute disaster. Lazio are away at Atalanta. Come on, Atalanta. Give us a bit of assistance. Keeping ourselves ahead of them. 3-1 Lazio. No, they're still playing well, Lazio. Juve, Udinese. I think it's pretty obvious what way that's going to go. 2-0 to Juve, who have one more game, and it's away at Spezia, who are already relegated. And if they win that game, they win the title. And let's be honest, they're going to win that game. Okay. We need to now do the job against Pescara, knowing that we can't go any higher than second right now. There's no glory in beating Pescara and claiming second, but we still need to do it. Bilia and Bonaventura. Well, there you go. A 5-1 win for Spezia against Spal. Maybe they'll take confidence into the Juve game, but I can't see it. Locatelli's actually returning today. So we'll return to the old trio there. Çalhanoğlu unfortunately missing out, but we will return to Locatelli, Kessie and Bilia. And it will be Donnarumma, Calabria, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Barreca, Locatelli, Kessie, Bilia, Chiesa, Sani and Silva. I could probably rhyme off that team sheet in my sleep. which says something for the depth of this squad. Assertively, I expect nothing but a win. We have to be imposing our expectations on this team now. We're still in with a chance of the title in the last 2 games. Have to go for it. You know, even if we win the last 2 games and don't win the title, we will have lost it to Juventus by 1 point, which again is not a bad result. Especially with the financial difficulties we're experiencing at the moment. Evandro loses it to Calabria. Good play. There we go. Up to Andre Silva. If he wants a move to Chelsea, he better help us win the bloody title here. Sane, Biglia, Calabria, Chiesa. Go on. I thought he was going to knock it in behind for Silva, but he's going to whip it instead. Chiesa whips it in. Kessie, Sane. There you go. 1-0. Beautiful stuff. Leroy Sane, who's had a great loan season, by the way. Let's recognise Leroy Sane just now, how well he's done on loan that is this season. Corner for Biglia. Let's secure the points. Locatelli, Kessie, can't thunder it, but Chiesa's and Akers bends it, puts the keeper down, goes near post, 2-0. Good, confident opening 25 minutes or so here. 2 assists, I think, for Frank Kessie. Goals for Sane and Chiesa, who have both actually had really good seasons, Sane and Chiesa. They go missing sometimes, but they've done mostly well this season, I would say. It's just a shame we won't be able to keep Sane when he goes back to Man City. We don't have the money, frankly. Baby picks it up for Pescara, who are probing a goal back. Faraoni giving her away to Kessie, who's having a hell of a game today, by the way. Silva plays it out wide. Faraoni nicks it back. Sane nicks it back again, though. Can batter down this left-hand side. Has to pick a good cross, though. Stays wide. Cuts in a little bit to the byline. It's whipped. Chiesa arrives. Heathers it right off the bar. But it's been a good dominating half from us thus far. I was a bit worried coming away to a mid-table side, but we've done really well. Oh, so far, here's Faraoni now throwing it in. Flicked on, Baby gets a touch ahead of our man. It's whipped across, and Evandro, what a save by Donnarumma. The defence fall asleep for a minute, but they're bailed out by big Gigi. And it's going to be 2-0 at half-time. And again, the instruction is going to be not to get complacent. We might be winning, but that could all change. Calabria is going to come off for Matteo Darmian, give him more game time than he's been getting recently, and we'll bring Bonaventura in for Biglia. And you know what? He can just play the same role as Biglia, that defensive role in there. Sane on the left, strokes her into the middle. Let's just see out this game. I'd be okay if there's no more excitement in this one. Barreca to Locatelli. If we can end, do you know what? If we can get to the quarter-final of the Champions League and end the season on the same points tally as last season, on the 80-point mark, I'd say it's a moderately successful season. As Sassuolo go ahead of Fiorentina, who are now 8 points behind us if results hold. And it looks like I'm getting my wish regarding the lack of excitement in this half. Just concentrate, boys, as Canute comes on. Defensive midfielder. Bughelli can come on for Andre Silva again, yep. Just try to give the young man a little taste of first team football as he starts to develop, and hopefully will come into the picture a bit more next season. Sane for Barreca, trying to switch the play. Chiesa's got a man on really quickly, but he does so well. Darmian now knocks it to Locatelli, keeps it simple. Bonaventura, Kessie. Oh, he could have played it to Chiesa earlier there, I think. Sane managing to keep it, playing it forward for Bughelli, but there's no way in hell he's going to get that. And just over 7 minutes, Pescara now on the ball, knocking it around. Out to Bebe. Let's just hold here, guys. Didn't he give them any encouragement? A goal now for Pescara could be dangerous. Bugeli with a nice pass to Barreca. Whips it and it's just hit the frame of the goal. Still no excitement really in this half as the defender and keeper nearly fall over each other there. 5 minutes left in the game. Darmian now as we seek out a third. Locatelli takes it down. Good challenge on him. Wow. Played forward there. Pescara now in the last 5 minutes looking to cause trouble. Headed away by Barreca, but it will be picked up again. Zampano Canute, and there's that ball. I knew that was going to be open when Barreca was out of his position. Whipped across, not a great cross. Headed down and baby smashed it off the bar. Don't know quite how he's missed that, but I'll take it. Maybe we can get that kind of luck when Juve play against Spezia. It'd be a glorious way to win the title if Juve go to Spezia and fail to beat them. Look at the Pescara players that are up for this attack. There's like 4 of them queuing up. Will Bebe take it himself again? I don't know where he's going. And he will take it himself. That is atrocious. Should be 2-1. But it looks like a comfortable 2-0 victory for ourselves. We're finishing the season strong here. Going into that last game against Roma, obviously we did a big performance against a good team in Roma. I'm pretty sure we managed to beat them maybe in Rome before, but we've never beat them at San Siro, if I'm remembering right. We went out obviously to the cup, to them in the cup, which was, by the way, one of the worst performances of our tenure here at Milan. We played our first team side and they played a rotational side and we got beat at home. Right, very happy with the result, boys. Just calmly, not passionately. We didn't set the world on fire, but it was good enough. We have qualified for the Champions League apparently, and our transfer budget is 24 million, which is peanuts. Novara with a 1-1 against Inter, and it was Catroni who scored the goal. Nice. That'll endear him to the fans. Roma and Napoli playing today. Hopefully a draw, so Roma don't go into the game at San Siro with too much confidence. It's a Roma win. Okay, so Napoli can't catch us, but sadly Roma will have some confidence going into the final game of the season at San Siro. We are the second best in the league in terms of goal scoring, and we're the third best defensively. So we need to shore up our defence. Although I think defensively we might be poor just as a consequence of the way that we play, because we have 2 excellent centre-backs, obviously Bonucci world class and Romagnoli going that way as well, so I don't really know what we do about it. I mean, Barreca, I suppose, is just a solid fullback. He's not world class. Ditto for Calabria, so maybe, I don't know, maybe the fullbacks need to be better. Juve have just won the Super Cup. Not the Super Cup, the Italian Cup, pardon me, playing against Roma there. Hopefully that dents Roma's confidence that we were speaking about, and hopefully it doesn't give Juve confidence. But Juve away to Spal. They're going to beat Spal, aren't they? Not Spal, Spezia. I'm getting these already relegated minnows confused. I would expect Juve to dispatch Spezia without too much difficulty. George Jesus, the Dortmund boss, is chasing Andre Silva. None of them are getting Andre Silva. None of them are getting anywhere near Andre Silva. If I sell Andre Silva and I've only got peanuts to bring in his replacement, where's that going to leave us? We already need to bring in a left winger to replace Sane when he goes back to Man City, and I've only got 24 million. Now how am I going to squeeze it out of that? Although that's with 400 odd grand free in the budget. What can we get it up to? We can kind of squeeze it up to 40 or something, or maybe high 30s. Right, here we go, final day. We're actually going to know if we can win the title by the time we play. It's weird, you'd think we'd all play at the same time on the final day, but Juve will play before we face Roma, so we'll know what we need to do, and we'll know if it can win us the title, which obviously I don't think it will. Juve have retained the title, which obviously means Juve have won their game against Spezia. 6-1, well, you can't argue with that. You cannot argue with 6-1. Lazio losing 2-0 to Inter means we are confirmed second place. We don't need to do anything against Roma. But I still want to win the game and get our points tally level with what we had last season. I'm going to play the exact same squad that played against Pescara last time out. They played well, so might as well keep it. Assertively, I expect nothing but a win. We'll finish the season on a good note. We advance to the quarter-final of the Champions League, making ourselves a regular feature in Europe again, and still continuing to challenge Juventus for Serie A. I'll take it, you know, I'll take it. And I don't feel as if we choked as much as we did last season. As Chiesa tees up a free kick against Roma, Chiesa hits it and it's over the bar. Shocking. Hardly any fans here for this one as well. That's disappointing. You'd like to see the supporters come out in force to wish the fans, to wish the players, you know, farewell for the summer break. But the supporters clearly don't give a shit. Half an hour gone, really dull game. Neither side creating much at all. Statistically, we've got the better of it, 5 shots to 1, but absolutely nothing happening. As Billy lines up a free kick, can we take the lead late on in the half? It's a terrible ball. Karsdorp easily intercepts that. Counter is on. Perotti picks it up. Here come Roma. Down the line, races past Calabria. He's got a simple square ball. It's into Gonalons and it's 1-0. And it was the easiest goal they'll ever score. That was like watching FIFA, man. Perotti just ran all the way down the wing and then just crossed it for an easy finish. Clearly the players are on their holidays already, particularly the front three. But let's not forget Bilia's pass for that. He had a free kick that he could have whipped in. He's passed it short, it's been nicked, and then it's an easy break for them. Might as well bring on Conte, might as well bring on Darmian. Tell them to push forward, of course. We don't want to lose this game still, a bit of pride, but the fact that we have secured second place, it doesn't really matter too much what we do. Strootman, De Rossi, Gonalons, El Shaarawy, Perotti. Challenge gets nowhere near it. El Shaarawy again. Off the post, cleared by Bonucci. It hasn't exactly been a classic here. I'm surprised this is actually still going. I thought, oh, there you go. I was going to say, I thought as soon as we got it away from danger, it would be the end of the highlight, which it now is. We've had double the number of shots and double the number on target. And we're behind 1-0. And we haven't even created anything. Oh, this has been shocking. Donnarumma to kick long. Towards nobody. Juan Jesus to Perotti now. Takes a nice touch. We have looked terrible. We have looked on the beaches today, shall we say. Monreal picks it up. I don't know how statistically we've got so many shots because we've looked utterly hopeless every time I've actually seen the action. Bonucci's being chased down. He's got a simple pass to Bilia there, or Donnarumma, that's okay. Romagnoli takes an age to find Locatelli. Cushioning it back to Bilia with 20 minutes left to go. And I'm really not enjoying watching this. This is just dire. Sané driving at least. His last performance as well in a Milan shirt, and he's been crap. And here he is now. Can he do something? Into Silva. There you go. Give fans a fond memory of you, please. Conte now. Chiesa, who's got a knock, goes down. Penalty. There you go. Let's get Chiesa off. There's no point in him sticking on if he's got an injury there. We'll bring on Barzagli for him. I'll put Conte further forward and I'll put Barzagli out on the right. And it's Andre Silva for the penalty. 4-1-1. Scores, there we go. Let's hope we can drive on from that, get the victory and finish on the 80 points that we had last season. 36 goals this season for Andre Silva is an excellent return. Especially since we had some Champions League games to play in rather than the easier Europa League games we had last time. 22 yellow cards for Lucas Biglia. Jesus. Combative, shall we say, Lucas Biglia. 4 added minutes, and it looks like this is petering out a little bit. Pellegrini against Biglia. There he goes. Steaming in, getting another yellow and getting sent off. Lucas Biglia ends the season in typical fashion. We'll go to the 4-4-1 and end the game at a 1-1. Well, do you know what? I'm happy that Juve beat Spezia then, because if we'd have blown it here, I would have been absolutely furious. But we finished in second place, just as we did last season. A little bit disappointing. But it's going to be hard to live with Juventus. How did they do last season? They finished on 81 last season, so they got exactly the same points tally last season. I still feel like the squad is a little bit stronger than last season, but we've obviously got work to do in the summer on our recruitment. But that's going to be it for the season. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and the season overall. I'm relatively happy with our advancement. Okay, we had less points this season, I suppose you would say, in Serie A, but we did okay. I don't feel like we choked like we did last season. I feel like the squad is stronger, even if we need more depth. But the financial situation is obviously a concern going forward in terms of strengthening the team. We're about to lose Leroy Sané back to City, so that's something I'll need to address in the summer. But I'll see you for season 3 after when we get to our first game of the season. I will see you for that. We'll be discussing any transfers and so on that have taken place. There might be a little bit longer of a gap between season 2 and season 3 than there was between the first 2 seasons. I'm getting a bit sort of burnt out a little bit by playing the Milan season, the Milan series. I'm enjoying my Rangers series a lot more actually than the Milan series. But I still obviously want to play this. Want to win the title. Can I leave it without winning Serie A, can we? So there will be a season 3, but maybe a little bit more of a gap than there was between the first 2. So I'd just like to say thank you for watching. Obviously, if you want to see when Series 3 does come out, then you can subscribe to the channel. Obviously, you'll get all the updates on the videos that are coming out in the channel. So just check back, and obviously you'll see Season 3 coming out relatively soon, but a little bit more of a gap possibly. I'll see you next time. Of course, by the way, before I go, you can obviously check out the other series on the channel. We've also got a Rangers series going on the channel as well, which I'm enjoying a lot. And some periodic series that drop. So, for example, we have a Sir Alex Ferguson challenge going on with Southampton at the moment, which I periodically will drop kind of like Netflix series of that, if you will. I'll play a whole season, record the episodes, usually about eight episodes or so, and then I'll drop all the episodes in the one go. So obviously you can check that out as well for a bit of binge watching rather than the day-to-day episodes. But like I say, I just want to thank you for coming with me on the journey here with AC Milan, and I will see you for Season 3.